All right, this morning we are looking at a property in Ballard. It is $639,000. Lives like a townhome, is considered a condo because it would have been built on a lot at one point that had another structure. So there is an HOA, but there are no HOA dues, which is fabulous. So at $639,000, that means you could get into this property 20% down, taxes, everything, for about $3,800 a month with where interest rates are today. So not a bad deal for Seattle, Washington, and in Ballard. Let's go take a look. All right, so right from the front, you do have this lovely little, I'm gonna call it like a little patio, little yard over here. You know, the neighbors do not have a tree, so you could absolutely, depending on what you want to use this space for, remove the tree. I hate saying that, but because you only have this little yard space, you could take this out, maybe put some turf, especially if you have a pet or perhaps a child. It gives a little bit of space here. Now, like I said, this is technically a condo, but it lives like a townhome. All of this space is yours. There's no easement here, so no one will be walking onto your property. Right back to the side of the townhome, I want to show you where the parking is. Now, there is not a garage, but remember, we're at $639,000. So that's to be expected. But you do have a space here. So lovely little easement back here. You know, the only shared part of this whole property is the parking, you know, the easement to get in and park. So back door here too, but we're going to go around to the front and go in through the front door. Let's go back here. Now you come in and you have this lovely little sitting area. Nice big window. You can see those trees. And like I said, like even if you remove the tree in the front yard, you have beautiful big trees out in front of the home. So you still get that privacy, little bit of shade. And then through right here, you know, we're looking at, this is just around 1,200 square feet. So it's not a huge property, but you have a good sized kitchen. How they've utilized it is they have the little dining area table here. Now, what I would do probably to kind of utilize the space even a little better, I might get a little tiny island to go here for chopping. And then I would do a table that actually collapses back up. And there's some really beautiful ones where it almost looks like an art piece. But that way you can pull it down or put it back, just depending on what your lifestyle is. You know, we had folks come through this home yesterday that loved how it's set up and it would work just right for them. So great little space. Back here, this back door, as we talked about, from the garage or from where the parking is, comes right in, and you have this pantry, which is huge. So this can be used as a pantry. I probably wouldn't use it as a coat closet because you can have hooks right here. You could also have like a little something outside. So you could utilize the outside space, which we do a lot with homes without porches, to just, you know, store shoes and everything. But I want to just show you about here. So, you know, your water tank is here, but you do have this little bit of space, which is very, very nice. Okay, we're gonna go up now to the first floor above here. All right, we are coming up here. Hardwood floors do keep us going all the way until the bedrooms, which is nice on this first level. So this here, first bathroom, which is quite lovely. Now, the folks who live here now have been here 3 years. It was brand new when they bought it. This shower, quite frankly, looks like it may never have even been used. So you are getting a almost brand new property where the sewage is already paid. So any new townhome or, really those townhomes, condos, anything that's brand new construction, usually it comes with a sewer capacity charge. And so you're expected to pay that, but these owners have already done that. So that's a huge win. Now they have this first bedroom staged as a sitting area, lounge area. But again, this is one of the bedrooms. Good size, good light through here. Decent sized closet in the corner. But you could definitely, I mean, this could stay as a bedroom, and then you could still have room for a desk, which makes it very nice. Washer and dryer right out here. Not a linen closet, but you know, quite frankly, you'd probably have enough space in there for it. But yes, washer and dryer is here on the second floor. So now we're gonna go up to the primary suite. Coming up, all their beautiful art. It does not come with the home, but it is stunning. So the whole top floor here is the primary. So another lovely bathroom, kept very nicely. Tiling down here. Just looks, you know, it's just clean lines, very lovely. And then this whole space is that primary suite. So again, you've got the big windows overlooking the out front of the home to the side, but still what's nice is you have privacy because of those trees. So you have all this light coming in, but you're not looking at your neighbors inside your neighbor's bedroom, if that makes sense. So good sized closet through here. Okay, let's head to the next property.